Speedy Squad, somebody woke the turtle up after making an all-time high market cap of $43 million. It since retraced to $10 million, but today it pumped to 20 and is now sitting around $16 million. We all know that the Speedy Squad is one of the best communities in all of crypto, but what about the team? Well, in this video, we are going to interview Chris. He is the lead developer behind Speedy, and we're going to ask him some questions. What inspired Speedy? What does the Speedy team look like that's handling all this stuff behind the scenes? And what lies in the future of Speedy? Because I think it is bright. We're also going to do some price analysis and compare Speedy to a meme coin that had a similar retrace and is now breaking all-time highs and is the talk of the town. Guys, it's going to be a great video. I want to thank Speedy for being a long-term sponsor of the channel. But first, I want to welcome you back to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. But if you're not subscribed, please pause the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Now, let's get into interviewing the dev. A lot of imitations, but only one Speedy, the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. A beautiful, clean website. A lot of good artwork. As you can see, 1 billion total supply. But we're going to get into this price action. But like I said, this is Crypto Elmo, and it looks like the main selling pressure is over. And just think, guys, when you really look at this chart, there was a few weeks of very low price action. So just imagine you were somebody that bought right here and you were up on an 80x on your money. Do you think you would have took profits? Probably so. And if you weren't, your wife would be screaming at you to take profits or you're out of the house. So that makes sense when these retrace. And I also want to compare this to Miggles and the price action of Miggles. But before we get into that, let's talk to the dev, Chris. Freeman and Finance family, we have Chris, who is the dev with Speedy, here with us. I want to ask him a couple of questions. Most importantly, I want to know what inspired you to create a meme coin, first of all. And then second of all, what was Speedy about it? Something unique that I had not seen before.
Sure, man. I appreciate it, Freeman, for having me on. Again, my name is Chris. I'm the dev of Speedy. It was probably we've been launched 7 weeks now, but 2 weeks prior to our launch, I contacted my good buddy Jarrett, who's also on the team. We talked about launching a coin because it was a perfect time with the bull run about to commence. We wanted to launch something, but launch something a little bit different. And we talked about it. We had so many friends in this industry. I've been in crypto for, gosh, almost 8-9 years now. I've met so many people and close friends that have been rugged in projects and scams, and it's just very disheartening. And Jarek had the same, when I talked to him about it, I was like, yeah, I have so many that we wanted to create a project that, was able to give people a safe space, a transparent space to where if you are going to be new to crypto or maybe you've been burned before, you can come into a space where, you can come ask questions because maybe you're a newbie. So we base it around a narrative of the old fable, the tortoise and the hare. I remember growing up knowing that story. I know a lot of people else have as well. And, just to kind of give you the background, if you've never heard of this story, is, the hare, that famous race that the tortoise and the hare had, the hare, of course, was confident. He knew he could beat the turtle, because he was so fast. But because he was so confident, he fell asleep, took naps, was fiddling around. And meanwhile, the turtle was always head down, working, plugging away, slow and steady, and he ended up winning the race. So we based our character, the turtle, around this narrative of being slow and steady, an approach where, as myself, the dev, and the team, we make sure we are doing everything the right way in an approach where we vet all the partnerships we have. We vet everything down to the T, so we're not making any missteps. We're taking all the precautions to make sure we are doing right by Speedy the turtle, doing right by its investors, because we do bear the responsibility of those that are putting money into our project. So we wanted to create a safe and transparent space where people can come in and feel safe, know it's not going to rug. They can come in and ask questions about anything about crypto. We always know Speedy's, we want Speedy the project to be in your portfolio, but we know that's not the only one that's going to be in your portfolio. So we want to help those that are coming, because this bull run is going to bring on so many new people into crypto. We want to be able to be that space where you can come and ask questions, and we can help you navigate the crypto space, because there's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of bad actors. That's why I'm here with you today, because I want to show you who I am. I'm Chris. I'm the actual dev, the real person behind this project. So it's always important to make sure I show my face. I have big belief in Speedy and what we're doing, and me showing my face to you and to everybody else should hopefully gives them confidence to let them know that we are passionate about what we're doing.
Right. Yeah. Because you don't often see a Docs dev, and Slow and Steady, it definitely started off like that. There was a lot of building, probably going behind the scenes for those 3 or 4 weeks. And then it shot up to, over a $40 million market cap. It had a retracement I'll put on the screen down to the 786 fib level, which is a very common level for retracements. It's actually not as far as I've seen other meme coins, like we talk about actually in this video retrace. But so you talked about yourself, Chris, the dev, Jarek. Is that all the team consists of, or do y'all have more of a team? Can you explain that?
We call ourselves the Turtle 10. There's 10 individuals we got together. Myself and Jarek, we kind of kicked it off, but we said we wanted to bring on some people that we have navigating through the space. You meet people, you gain a network of people that you can trust. And when you launch a project, there's a lot to it. And we wanted to bring on people we not only could trust, but also could trust to do the things we needed them to do. Everyone has their own talents. Some are really good at artwork. Some are really good at running socials. So we brought a team together so we can bear their responsibilities, kind of spread them out. That way we can tackle all the different aspects of running a project. That just makes it so much. We're just such a close-knit group that we can, 100% trust each other, that it just makes everything, the day-to-day, seem so much easier. We can all focus on our own project, things inside the project. And I think you can see the success in what we've had, again, running to a $40+ million market cap. That was over exceeding what we thought we could do, but people have really embraced the approach that we're doing. We have so many people in our Telegram, in our community, we call the Speedy Squad, that are new, and they ask questions, but they also know that when they come in there, they're going to see team members talking. They see me in there all the time. I have a lot of things going on, but I always take time to come in there and answer questions. So we all have our own roles in the project, but we have definitely grown since. The 10 is the core team, but man, we're growing so fast, almost eclipsing 4,400 holders now.
Yep.
It's been an incredible ride, and like I said, our main focus is constantly putting out new, fresh content for the meme coin. And our mission is always, it's not so much focused on the market cap, but grabbing as many holders as we can. Because if we can build the holders, get that number up, the market cap takes care of itself.
Yeah, that definitely helps with the distribution and everything.
Yes.
And I've seen that the artwork is great. Like, it's not just a picture or anything. It's a lot of video animations and,
right.
Just really good. And what I always say about Speedy, I say in this video, is like, it's cute, like my wife looks at it and says, oh my gosh, he's cute, and so it's got that curb appeal of, just first glance looks and everything like that. And I think a lot of times people, investors, even myself, we don't know all what goes into building a project. We think it's just, put a meme on there, push go, and people buy and sell it. But there's really all this stuff going on behind the scenes. I know y'all work on promotion, y'all work on trying to get exchange listings. I know there was XT, Bitmark, and probably some more that I'm missing. But what does the future look like for Speedy? Can you tell people what the rest of this bull run could really look like for the Speedy Squad?
No doubt. It's we'll launch XT, which is our 6th exchange to go live this week. And for us, again, I mentioned it before, we've been only alive 7 weeks. So we've made a lot of progress in that with so many listings already. But again, we always want to strive for more. But there's things you have to do in order to put that in place. One is, we're currently being audited by Blockstars Technology. We had many conversations with different auditing companies. But this one really stood out because the clientele they worked with before was amazing. And they were really, I think I had 3 or 4 different video calls with them. Just good people. They're out of Australia. But We're waiting on that audit report to come back. And the reason we're doing that is because when you go to apply for bigger exchanges, because currently right now we're getting a lot of tier 2s. You always want to strive for that tier 1, right? Well, before you can apply to these, you need to have an audit in place, because the application process requires you to have the report linked into the application. And that's just important. That's just the next step we're doing. As far as anything other than listings, it's constantly, we always want to bring out new, fresh artwork. We just recently upgraded our AI generator bot inside the Telegram. Rating and those things are so important, and we're building a community that's growing by the day. We wanted to give the tools to them so they can make their own posts and things like that, just so they can push Speedy as much as they could. The generator bot we had, we upgraded, because the one previous was just giving you put in a prompt and it spit out a meme, of course, of Speedy in whatever you want him to do. Well, now we've got it to where it makes its own animations. They can do their own personalized sticker packs. Stuff like that is important. We always say Speedy is not just a meme coin, it's an experience. We have our own soundtrack. We have music videos.
Yeah.
We put these on different platforms, not just Twitter. You got to be out there on other platforms, because there's some people, and people don't think this, like some people are not on Telegram. Some people are not on Twitter, but they're on YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, TikTok. These other platforms are taking off. There's a lot of eyes there. So we have to make sure we're doing the things and putting the content out there that we can post on these different platforms, and in order to gain those eyes, to increase our holder count. So these are the things we're working on. Again, the audit should be complete here in a couple of days. Then we can start completing those applications for those bigger exchanges. So we're very excited. We're always working on new partnerships and stuff like that. So we have a very healthy marketing wallet. One really haven't really touched. It's speedyvault.eth. It's always the top wallet. The future is huge. We're under an LLC. We made sure we did that for the protection of Speedy, because we want to make sure for intellectual property and things like that, we have it all under that umbrella. Because we have big plans, a possible animation series. There's a game right now in development, merchandise, things like that. We want to make sure that's all under that business corporation for the future. And you just got to do those kind of things. And that's what we've done.
Well, it sounds like the future is bright for Speedy. It looks like it's got the right team behind it, you, Chris, Jarek, and the other 8 people. So thank you for joining us, Freeman Finance family. I know we make weekly videos about Speedy, but I wanted to talk to you and let people hear from the horse's mouth, per se, exactly what's going on with Speedy and everything. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Freeman. I appreciate all you do, man. Thanks so much.
Well, guys, we got to talk to Chris. I believe that a docs dev is good. It brings some credibility to the project, but let's get back into the price action of Speedy. So we were saying a lot of people were up on like an 80x or even more. And so I want to compare this price action to one that shot up recently, Mr. Miggles. And if we take a look at this, Speedy retraced to the 786 level. A lot of meme coins we've been talking about actually come down to this 886 level, and I was kind of expecting us to keep going down until we hit that and reverse. But you can see we hit this 786 level a couple times, and then we shot up to almost, or actually we did hit 2 cents. So let's go over to Mr. Miggles, something that is now at $160 million market cap, had a very, very similar trajectory out of the gate. And we could see it actually came down to this 886 level, and it tapped it multiple times before eventually taking off, and then where it's at today. So even if somebody had top blasted this thing back here, most likely they sold at a loss. But if they did not sell at a loss, this thing would be up at least 60% on the money in a matter of months. You can't even find that in a stock market. Now, guys, obviously none of this is ever financial advice. I'm Scott, slightly a degen, and loves financing. Cryptocurrency is extremely risky. We never know when the bull run's going to be, and someone's going to top blast something and lose their money. But just because something goes down and people take profits, that is normal when you get an explosive 100K to 40-something million dollar market cap in just a couple of days. And the most important metric to me is holders. How distributed is this project? And you can see on-chain data on Etherscan, 4,390 holders. And when I take a quick glance at all of these wallets, nothing really has changed with these top supplies. These are multiple hundreds of $1,000 wallet equivalents that have not appeared to have sold. So guys, Speedy, the website was updated. I really like it. It's a really good look. It appears to me like the selling pressure is over. We had a couple taps right here to this 0.01 level. We could see that is a total retrace to the 78.6% of that recent pump. Guys, we reviewed Miggles to see that it actually went down to the 886 and is now surpassing all-time highs and leading a base chain. The holder count is growing for Speedy, and it looks strong to me, guys. So let me know, what do you think about Speedy? Do you think the bottom's in now at the 786 level, or do you think there could be more downside to go? And let me know, what did you think about a Docs Dev? Talking to Chris, the developer behind Speedy the Turtle, guys. Watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Free Minute Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.